Hey everyone, it's Kevin from Real Boring Flips, and today I just want to do an unboxing of an item that I got on Goodwill Finds. I've done a couple of these now, and also some unboxing videos from Shop Goodwill, just in a way of sharing what my experience has been in trying to buy things from Goodwill's online stores for resale. As most of you know, the reason they're pushing into this online store, their own online store, is to basically replace resellers. And so I feel like there's still opportunities to buy stuff. And with this latest fall special coupon deal that I have another video about, where you see me unboxing Cutco, I think something happened. The coupon was supposed to be $100 off a $300 purchase. I got $350 off a $500 purchase, and so I did the first order that included this item that I'm going to unbox, and it was I didn't realize what was going on at the time, so my order was just under $500. So I got $250 off on that first order, and then I tried again and got $350 off. I actually tried a third time and had stuff in the box in my cart, and the coupon was working, but they closed the coupon before I could complete that order. So I've got a few different videos you'll see where I'm unboxing things from this latest purchase, and so I'll talk about the packaging, what you see, what my grading of how they package things. Packing items is kind of one of my things that I really push when I'm selling stuff. When I ship stuff to buyers, I want them to the first thing they notice is that I've spent extra time making sure their item gets to them with care. So what you've seen so far has been, I'd say, mid-grade down to a failure on one of the items that I talked about, my V-cord VCR that was completely obliterated. So I think this latest one will probably be fine, but you're going to see, I think, some issues with the packaging. So let me get that going for you. Hang on. Okay, so here's the box. I've cut the tape. I haven't looked in yet, but you can see this corner here is kind of folded down, and I suspect there's not a lot of padding material, like maybe there's just a void over here. And so usually when I pack things, I try to make sure there's no spot that could easily get pushed in. But I can tell right away there's probably nothing over here, so, or at least in this corner. So we'll see what happens when we open this up here. So there is a little bit of padding right there, but obviously this moved around probably in shipment, but you know, this whole corner isn't really even connected anymore. So thankfully I didn't have any small loose items. Those may have just disappeared in shipment. But I do have at least bubble wrap that's somewhat taped to the item, and some padding paper, which I will reuse on my next sale. So you can see how, like, this is the method they use. Throw couple of rolls of a couple layers of padding and then tape it. No, I mean, it's probably not even secure inside here. So we'll see what happens when I pull it out, but I think I could probably just pull the whole thing out unless they did tape the first part to it. But I suspect it's not. So I'm going to set this down on the table, get this box out of here, and then we'll pull this padding off. So yeah, so as I suspected, it's not even attached to the bubble wrap. It's just loose, couple of layers, 2 or 2.5 layers, plus a bunch of blank bubbles. And then they did put it in a bag, it's nice, especially depending on what the weather situation is. It's nice to have things bagged at least. This is not really sealed bag, but at least it had some bagging. So I'm going to take that off, and then we'll see what the condition is here. Okay, so this is actually looking pretty good once I got that plastic off. So I flipped it over and looked at the model number, and it's a M4753, which this is the early Wallstreet. So back in the day, Wallstreet was what I really wanted, and I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But we're going to go ahead and we'll pop it open to see what the condition is inside here. Hinge is nice. Yeah, so it looks nice on the inside. I don't see any obvious damage in here. So hopefully this will work. I have a power adapter that I'm going to try here in a minute, and then we can see what the status is. But I will take a tour here. We'll go from the side. So here's your PC card slots, your modem there, and then your battery here. So at least it does have a battery. Willing to bet the battery doesn't hold a charge, but we'll see. And then another nice thing is it's got the cover. So a lot of times these are missing the port cover. So you can see this, the different, you'll notice no USB, so that will tell you that's a Wallstreet as well. But all the ports here, there's your power jack and headphone and speakers. And then on this side is your CD. I don't think this one's DVD, I think it's just CD. And then on the back you can see, and we can take a quick look at the identification marks here. So it does say G3 series 233 megahertz, and then CD. So I don't think this is DVD. And then on this side is the identification label, and there you can see M4753. So let's put the, oh yeah, and that cover works as well. So let's go ahead and we'll put the power jack on and see what happens. So hang on. So as soon as I plugged it in, I heard a fan, and then this light came on green for a second. So hopefully that's a good sign. So we'll open it up and see if we can press the power button, see what happens. I hear a sound. Hopefully we get something on the screen. We may have to let it sit here for a minute just to see if what the battery's doing. We can also pop the battery out and try it as well. Hearing the hard drive spin up. Okay, so I can see oh, that's just something stuck on the screen. So I can clean that off. The screen, yeah, it's interesting. I can see something different on the camera, different than what I actually see on screen. So, but it seems to be booting. And that little dark mark you see on the bottom of the Mac OS thing is just something stuck on the screen. I can wipe that off. So yeah, a lot of times the screens get dim spots. So I mean, it looks dim to me in the bottom corners, but I might be able to adjust that as well. But this feels good. I mean, it's at least come to life, and my mouse cursor works. So we'll just watch it here for a second, see what it comes up to. So the reason I always wanted a Wallstreet was because it had Apple serial ports, not USB. And back in the day, I was a Apple Newton fanatic. I didn't become an Apple Newton fanatic until they stopped making the Newton, but I really got into kind of all the community that still exists. There's still a NewtonTalk.net community. They they're still making hardware, still doing software, still doing some great iPad emulation and PC, and Apple emulation of that stuff. A lot of the stuff that came from the Newton you see in the iPhone and iPads. So the reason I wanted this was because this was the last of the PowerBooks that had the Apple serial ports, so you could directly connect. Well, let's go see if we can find out about this Mac. Okay, so we have 96 megabytes of memory. And I'll have to look at the hard drive just to see what's on that. Okay, and then we have looks like it's probably considered a 20 gigabyte hard drive, which I don't remember what was supposed to be on here, so I'll have to do a little research. But that looks good. It looks like it's mostly empty, but there might still be some software on here, and it looks like there's actually a CD in the player. So let's see what that does. Yeah, see if we can play it. Now, I don't know where volume. Okay. I don't want to play that too much because I don't know. I don't want to get a strike. So I have two other later PowerBooks. One is a PowerMac or PowerBook 3400, which at the time that it came out, it was the fastest computer you could buy. I have the next version, which actually they're pre this computer, but the 3400 and what people called the 3500, but was also called the Kanga. The Kanga was the first G3 PowerBook, and it just used the same format as the 3400. That had incredible sound because it had built-in subwoofers, which I know a lot of stuff has that now, but at the time that was kind of an amazing feature to have such great sound coming out of a laptop. But super happy with this. Can't wait to get my Newton out and see if I can connect to it and kind of explore what's going on here. I think the comps for this in unworking condition was about $90, so this appears to be working. So this could be probably $300. So I'll do a little more research, but I'm sure the battery doesn't charge, but that's pretty well known. But the screen looks good, and the condition overall is pretty good. So very happy with this Shop Goodwill purchase. The packing, of course, as usual with them, is subpar, but it still arrived. This one arrived without being all destroyed. So happy again. If you like this content, please like and subscribe if you haven't, and give me a comment if you have any experience with this Wallstreet version of the Macintosh PowerBook. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm super excited that this turned out to be a Wallstreet. So thanks again, and join me next time.